Welcome to Innovation Pulse, your quick, no-nonsense update on the latest in AI. First, we will cover the latest news. Walmart partners with OpenAI to personalize shopping. Nvidia debuts DGX Spark. Meta recruits top AI talent. Amazon launches Quick Suite, and OpenAI's Sora app tops charts. After this, we'll dive deep into OpenAI's strategic evolution, showcased at the 2025 Developer Day. Stay tuned. Walmart has partnered with OpenAI to enable faster shopping through the ChatGPT chatbot. This move aims to adapt to changing consumer behaviors, where shoppers increasingly use AI chatbots for gift ideas and finding deals. Walmart CEO Doug McMillon stated that the new feature would transform the traditional e-commerce experience, making it more multimedia, personalized, and contextual. Although no launch date was provided, Walmart shares rose nearly 5% following the announcement. OpenAI's instant checkout feature, initially supporting single-item purchases from Etsy sellers, will soon allow purchases through Walmart. OpenAI plans to charge companies for transactions completed via ChatGPT. Apart from this partnership, Walmart also features an AI shopping assistant named Sparky on its app. The DGX Spark is an ARM-based system using Nvidia's DGX OS, a specialized Ubuntu Linux for GPU tasks. It includes Nvidia's AI software, CUDA libraries, and NIM microservices. Starting at $3,999, it offers a more affordable alternative to high-end GPUs like the RTX Pro 6000 and AI server GPUs, despite being less powerful. The Spark's GB10 chip matches the performance of an RTX 5070, but surpasses its 12 GB video memory with 128 GB of unified memory, allowing it to run larger AI models. For instance, it can handle models like OpenAI's recent GPT-OSS, requiring up to 80 GB of memory. Nvidia's CEO Jensen Huang highlighted the Spark launch by delivering a unit to Elon Musk, reminiscent of a 2016 delivery to OpenAI, marking a new chapter in AI supercomputers. Join us as we discuss the AI talent acquisition at Meta. Andrew Tulloch, co-founder of Mira Murati's Thinking Machines Lab, has joined Meta Platforms after leaving the AI company. A spokesperson confirmed his departure, citing personal reasons. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg had previously tried to acquire Thinking Machines Lab, and after refusal, approached its employees, including Tulloch. The Wall Street Journal reported that Tulloch was offered a package potentially worth $1.5 billion over 6 years. This move is part of Zuckerberg's strategy to strengthen Meta's AI capabilities by recruiting talent from competitors. Meta is known for offering lucrative pay packages to attract top researchers. This recruitment drive follows the underwhelming performance of Meta's Llama 4 model. Meta's efforts include offering substantial bonuses, as noted by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, who mentioned Meta's offers of $100 million to entice talent. Amazon has introduced the Quick Suite, an AI-driven enterprise solution designed to streamline access to critical data spread across various applications. This tool uses natural language to help users find information and perform tasks quickly. Quick Suite acts as a central hub, integrating with systems like Google Drive, Office 365, Salesforce, and more. Users can create personalized agents, ask questions, and generate detailed reports, improving productivity and data management. The tool offers features like Quick Research, which accumulates information from different sources, and Quick Automate, allowing users to create workflows and automate complex processes. Amazon's finance team, for instance, uses it to reconcile invoices. Quick Suite provides a comprehensive range of integrations, surpassing other AI tools like ChatGPT in its connectivity options. AWS offers a 30-day free trial for users to explore Quick Suite's capabilities. For now, let's focus on Sora's unprecedented growth rate. OpenAI's video-generating app, Sora, quickly rose to the top of the United States App Store, surpassing the iOS launch week of ChatGPT. App Figures reports Sora achieved 627,000 downloads in its first week, compared to ChatGPT's 606,000. Despite being invite-only and available only in the United States and Canada, Sora reached 1 million downloads in less than 5 days, according to OpenAI's Bill Peebles. This impressive performance came as Sora's videos, powered by the Sora 2 model, gained popularity on social media, allowing users to create realistic deepfakes, including those of deceased individuals. By October 3rd, Sora had become the #1 app on the United States App Store, outperforming other AI app launches. Daily iOS downloads peaked at 107,800 on October 1st and remained strong, despite limited access. ChatGPT users in the US can now make purchases directly within the chat using a new feature called Instant Checkout. Available to ChatGPT Free, Plus, and Pro users, this feature allows single-item purchases by simply clicking a Buy button, confirming order details, and completing the transaction without leaving the chat interface. Payments can be saved for future use by Plus and Pro members. Merchants pay a small fee per transaction, but the service is free for users. OpenAI assures that product results remain organic and unsponsored, with factors like price and availability affecting search outcomes. Instant Checkout is built on the Agentic Commerce Protocol, developed with Stripe, which facilitates seamless transactions by allowing merchants to manage customer interactions and payment processes. Expansion to multi-item purchases and more regions is planned for the future. And now, pivot our discussion towards the main AI topic. Welcome to Innovation Pulse. I'm Alex, and today we're going to explore OpenAI's 2025 Developer Day event, which marked a significant shift in how the company is positioning itself in the AI ecosystem. With 800 million weekly ChatGPT users and a platform strategy that's transforming how developers build and distribute AI applications, this event showcased OpenAI's evolution from a model provider to something much more comprehensive. Joining me is Yakov Lasker, who has been following OpenAI's developer strategy closely.
Thanks so much for having me, Alex. This was a fascinating event with a lot to unpack. Please go ahead with your first question.
Let's start with the basics. What was the scale of this event compared to previous years?
Dev Day 2025 was significantly larger than previous iterations. They had over 1,500 developers attending in person at Fort Mason in San Francisco. That's a 3.3x increase from the 450 attendees in 2024. The hybrid format included a live-streamed opening keynote that drew over 22,000 concurrent viewers on YouTube and their website. Admission cost $650 and was allocated through a lottery system, which tells you something about the demand. The event featured CEO Sam Altman, Head of Developer Experience Romain Hewitt, President Greg Brockman, and notably included a closing fireside chat with Jony Ive, Apple's former chief design officer who joined OpenAI after their $6.4 billion acquisition of his AI devices startup in May 2025.
Those growth metrics are impressive. What about the platform itself? How much has adoption grown?
The numbers are staggering. ChatGPT usage surged from 100 million weekly users in 2023 to 800 million in 2025, an 8x increase in just 2 years. The API now processes 6 billion tokens per minute, up from 200 million in 2023, with multiple developers, each processing over 1 trillion tokens. They've reached 92% of Fortune 500 companies, though interestingly, Anthropic maintains a competitive edge with 32% enterprise LLM usage versus OpenAI's 25%. The developer platform has grown to 4 million developers, which creates this massive ecosystem they're now trying to systematize.
The app's SDK seems to be getting a lot of attention. What's the vision there?
The app's SDK is arguably the most strategically significant announcement because it's transforming ChatGPT into an actual app platform. Built on the Model Context Protocol as an open standard, it enables developers to build interactive applications that run directly inside ChatGPT conversations. These apps can render custom UI, access conversation context and memory, and share backend logic. The launch partners demonstrated impressive capabilities. Spotify enables playlist creation within chat, Canva generates editable posters, Coursera recommends courses, Zillow provides interactive real estate maps, and Expedia handles travel booking. The system uses natural language discovery, so ChatGPT proactively suggests relevant apps for user tasks. They're even planning an e-commerce protocol for instant checkout functionality directly in conversations. OpenAI frames this as giving developers abnormal distribution opportunities, instant access to 800 million potential users.
Though this isn't OpenAI's first attempt at something like this, right?
Exactly. This is actually their third attempt at an App Store concept, and that's a legitimate concern. ChatGPT plugins launched in March 2023, followed by custom GPTs in November 2023, and both saw limited adoption. Critics are questioning whether restrictive initial access, which is currently limited to select partners like Canva, Coursera, Figma, Spotify, and Zillow, and performance concerns will hamper success again. The SDK enters preview immediately with these select partners, while public app submissions, an app directory with review process, and monetization features arrive later in 2025. There's also the issue that apps running inside ChatGPT need to perform as well as standalone interfaces, which is a technical challenge that could make or break adoption.
Let's talk about AgentKit. How does this fit into the broader platform strategy?
AgentKit represents OpenAI's comprehensive solution for the complete agent development lifecycle. It bundles multiple components. Agent Builder offers a visual drag-and-drop canvas for creating agent workflows with branching logic, tool calls, and decision-making. ChatKit provides embeddable chat UI for deploying conversational experiences in products and websites. The connector registry centralizes MCP-based tool access with governance controls. And they've enhanced the Unveils platform to support bring your own datasets, trace grading, and automated prompt optimization. What's particularly bold is that the Unveils platform now supports third-party model evaluations. Developers can assess models from Anthropic, Google, and others within OpenAI's infrastructure. This signals extreme confidence that their models will win head-to-head comparisons. The platform includes built-in observability for tracking end-to-end agent usage and a Guardrails SDK for safety screening in Python and TypeScript.
That's quite comprehensive. How quickly can developers actually build with this?
The speed is remarkable. During the keynote, OpenAI technical staff member Christina Huang demonstrated building a complete two-agent workflow in just 8 minutes, a Dev Day schedule assistant called Frog that was published and made accessible at openai.com Dev Day directory. This demonstrates how dramatically agent development timelines have compressed from months to minutes. AgentKit achieved general availability in preview, with the connector registry rolling out to enterprise and education customers with the global admin console. Sam Altman emphasized this throughout the event, saying, "It has never been faster to go from idea to product, and software used to take months or years to build. You saw that it can take minutes now."
Codex seems to be a major announcement as well. What's new there?
Codex graduated from research preview to full production release, which is significant. It's powered by GPT-5 Codex, a specialized version of GPT-5 purposely trained for codex and agentic coding. The model demonstrates adaptive thinking that adjusts processing time based on task complexity, can work on autonomous multi-hour tasks, and integrates tool calling with web browsing across entire project contexts. As Alexander Mbirikos described it, the model can decide 5 minutes into a problem that it needs to spend another hour, based on complexity. New features include Slack integration for delegating coding tasks via edcodex mentions. In channels, a TypeScript codex SDK for embedding capabilities in custom workflows, and GitHub Actions integration. Enterprise controls provide admin dashboards for monitoring usage across CLI, IDE, and web interfaces, while tracking code review quality.
What kind of productivity gains are we talking about?
The metrics are impressive. Daily messages increased 10x since August 2025. The system has served over 40 trillion tokens. And at OpenAI, nearly all engineers use Codex with the resulting 70% increase in pull requests per week. External adoption shows similar impact. Cisco reported 50% faster code review times after implementation. Leading coding startups including Cursor, Windsurf, and Versal have adopted GPT-5 Pro for their platforms. Codex comes included with ChatGPT Plus, Pro, Business, Education, and Enterprise plans, with metered API pricing launching October 20th, 2025. This solidifies OpenAI's position against GitHub Copilot and other AI coding tools, with the specialized GPT-5 Codex model providing coding-specific optimizations that general-purpose models lack.
Moving to the models themselves, what's the story with GPT-5 Pro?
GPT-5 Pro is OpenAI's most advanced reasoning model, and it became available via API after previously being limited to ChatGPT subscribers. It's designed for finance, legal, healthcare, and other domains requiring high accuracy, deep reasoning, delivering PhD-level reasoning across scientific domains with extended thinking time for complex problems. The pricing reflects this premium positioning at $15 per million input tokens and $120 per million output tokens, which is 10x more expensive than standard GPT-5 for input. This represents OpenAI's premium offering for mission-critical applications where accuracy and deep reasoning are worth the cost. Multiple analysts called API access to GPT-5 Pro the biggest gift for developers from the event.
And Sora 2 is now available through API as well.
Yes, Sora 2, their next-generation video and audio generation model, launched in both API and consumer interfaces, including the Sora iOS app, ChatGPT, Sora.com, and Azure AI Foundry. The API offers two variants: Sora 2 optimized for speed at 720p for 0.10 per second, and Sora 2 Pro delivering higher quality at 1024p for 0.30 to 0.50 per second, depending on resolution. Key features include text-to-video generation with adjustable resolution and duration, image-to-video creation, video remixing capabilities, and rich soundscapes with ambient audio and synchronized effects. Not just speech. The model produces more realistic, physically consistent scenes with greater creative control through detailed camera direction, supports both landscape and portrait orientations, and generates clips up to 12 seconds long. A partnership with Mattel demonstrated sketch-to-toy concept workflows for product development. Current API limitations include no support for video input or image-to-video of real people.
They also introduced some cost-optimized models, right?
Exactly. Two new mini models address cost-sensitive use cases. GPT Real-Time Mini provides the same voice quality and expressiveness as the advanced voice model at 70% lower cost, enabling budget-conscious conversational AI applications with low-latency audio interactions, MCP server integration, image inputs, and SIP phone calling support. GPT Image 1 Mini delivers 80% cost savings over the large image generation model at 2.0 per million text input tokens, 250 per million image input tokens, and 8.0 per million image output tokens. This is ideal for mass visual content creation, illustrations, and design prototyping. They also introduced 90% caching discounts for repeated tokens with semantically similar prompts, which delivers major savings for customer service, knowledge bases, and fixed Q&A flows.
Something surprising happened with open-source models. What's that about?
The GPT-OSS series represents OpenAI's first open-weight language model since GPT-2 in 2019, which is a significant strategic pivot. Released August 5, 2025, and highlighted at Dev Day, the series includes two models: GPT-OSS 120B with 117 billion total parameters, activating 5.1B per token and requiring 80 GB VRAM, and GPT-OSS 20B with 21 billion parameters, activating 3.6B per token and requiring 16 GB VRAM. Both use mixture of experts architecture, with alternating dense and locally banded sparse attention patterns, plus grouped multi-query attention. Impressively, GPT-OSS 120B achieves near parity with OpenAI's o4 Mini on reasoning tasks, while GPT-OSS 20B matches or exceeds o3 Mini on core benchmarks. Licensed under Apache 2.0 for both commercial and research use, they're downloadable on Hugging Face and GitHub, run via LM Studio and Llama, and have cloud support from Amazon, Bassetten, and Microsoft.
Why would OpenAI release open models when they've been closed for years?
This competes directly with Meta's Llama, Mistral, and DeepSeek while providing developers flexibility without vendor lock-in. The models function as reasoning systems with variable reasoning levels, raw chain of thought access, and tool calling, including web browsing and Python execution within the reasoning process. By releasing capable open models, OpenAI aims to capture the open-source developer ecosystem while maintaining its commercial API and platform as the preferred production solution. They conducted comprehensive safety training with adversarial fine-tuning under their preparedness framework and external expert review before release. It's a strategic bet that having open models won't cannibalize their paid services, but will expand their influence in the developer community.
What about the developer tooling ecosystem beyond the major announcements?
OpenAI released multiple SDKs and frameworks. The Agents SDK provides a lightweight framework for multi-agent workflows in both Python and TypeScript. It's a production-ready upgrade from the experimental Swarm project. Core primitives include agents with instructions and tools, handoffs for delegation between specialized agents, guardrails for validation, automatic session management, and built-in tracing. The framework is provider-agnostic, supporting 100-plus LLMs beyond OpenAI, with temporal integration for durable long-running workflows and external tracing support for Logfire, AgentOps, BrainTrust, Scorecard, and Keywords AI. ChatKit SDK offers a framework-agnostic chat solution with deep UI customization, response streaming, tool visualization, rich interactive widgets, and session management. GitHub repositories include starter templates and advanced samples for rapid development.
There were some major infrastructure announcements too. What's the hardware story?
On the morning of Dev Day, OpenAI announced deploying 6 gigawatts of AMD Instinct GPUs over several years, with AMD receiving a warrant for up to 160 million shares, with vesting tied to deployment milestones. AMD stock surged 30% plus on the announcement, demonstrating the Midas touch effect, where partnerships with OpenAI drive substantial market value increases. Greg Brockman stated, "We need as much computing power as we can possibly get, comparing compute demand to workforce needs. You can always get more out of more." Previous infrastructure partnerships include 10 gigawatts of OpenAI-designed AI accelerators from Broadcom, a $30 billion per year capacity contract with Oracle, and continued Nvidia collaboration. The hardware strategy also hints at consumer devices through the Jony Ive collaboration, with mentions of a family of devices and edge-on-device AI capabilities.
The keynote had some interesting live demonstrations. What stood out?
Romain Huet built a voice-controlled camera and lighting system on stage, integrated an Xbox controller for light control, converted a whiteboard sketch photo into a working mobile app screen, generated movie-style credits with attendee names and demonstrated apps, self-evolving through natural language commands, all without writing a single line of code by hand. Sora 2 demonstrations showcased AI-generated videos, including beach dogs and a kayaker in Wild River, both featuring synchronized ambient audio and sound effects beyond speech. The venue included a Sora Cinema, a cozy mini-theater with popcorn, showing AI-generated short films, and an interactive Alan Turing living portrait in a phone booth installation that speaks back. Custom arcade games built with GPT-5 featured ASCII art themes throughout the venue. One highlight was how OpenAI built Storyboard, a custom creative tool for the film industry, in just 48 hours during an internal hackathon using Codex.
How did the developer community actually react to all this?
The reception was notably mixed, which is a departure from previous years' enthusiasm. Every2's assessment captured the prevailing mood. Dev Day felt a little more like OpenAI doubling down on existing opportunities than pushing the frontier of the future, noting it lacked the mind-blowing moments for developers of Dev Days past. The Latent Space podcast called it the best one yet in execution and confidence, but acknowledged an overwhelming number of product names and concepts. The consensus positioned the event as more exciting for AI operations professionals than pure developers. Those building production systems appreciated AgentKit's evaluation tools and observability features, while developers seeking breakthrough capabilities felt underwhelmed. Within 48 hours, 207 engagement signals appeared across Hacker News and Reddit, with strong interest in production-ready, multimodal AI, but concerns about the death of startups, as OpenAI now offers full-stack capabilities previously provided by third-party developer tools.
How does this compare to previous Dev Days?
Dev Day 2023 was revolutionary. Hundreds of attendees witnessed GPT-4 Turbo's launch with 128K context at 3x cheaper pricing, the Assistance API, custom GPTs and GPT Store announcement, DALL-E 3 API, and multimodal capabilities. Reception was mind-blowing, though Sam Altman's firing days later overshadowed the announcements. Dev Day 2024 was evolutionary. 450 attendees experienced a deliberately subdued conference with real-time API, vision fine-tuning, prompt caching, and model distillation. The tumultuous week featured executive departures, including CTO Mira Murati. Dev Day 2025 represents consolidation. 500 attendees witnessed platform ecosystem announcements rather than frontier model breakthroughs. As Prompt Hub analysis noted, GPT-4 Turbo with 128K context was a massive launch at the time. Notably, it's the only new model ever announced at a Dev Day event. Don't expect major model announcements at these events in the future.
So the whole approach has shifted.
Absolutely, the philosophical shift tells the story. 2023 said, look at our amazing new capabilities. 2024 said, here are tools to build with what exists. And 2025 declares, ChatGPT is now a platform OS. Format evolution shows transformation from product launch spectacle to developer-focused intimacy to large-scale platform showcase. Ben Thompson of Stratechery positioned OpenAI as the Windows of AI, praising the comprehensive platform approach. VentureBeat declared, the era of simply asking AI questions is over, and identified Codex GA as the most important announcement, the foundational layer upon which other announcements were built. The verdict, Dev Day 2025 was the most polished, largest, and most strategically coherent event, but lacked the breakthrough innovations that made 2023 feel magical.
What controversies or concerns emerged from the event?
Multiple controversies surfaced beyond general disappointment about incremental progress. The platform lock-in concern intensified as OpenAI's expansion into orchestration, evaluation, and deployment tools increases dependency. The more OpenAI owns the orchestration layer, the more power it wields. Security experts highlighted MCP connector risks with InfoQ warning. Treat connectors as production integrations, keep audit trails, and assume prompt injection will reach your edges. The expanded attack surface from numerous third-party integrations requires defense-in-depth strategies, explicit consent workflows, and least privilege access controls. The reliability question persists after major outages in late 2024, though OpenAI's new service health dashboard and work toward 5 nines, 99.99999%. Uptime from current 3 to 4 nines aims to address enterprise concerns.
What about the competitive landscape? How is this affecting other companies?
The developer tool's competitive threat affects numerous startups. OpenAI now provides full-stack capabilities, including prompts, evals, tracing, agent builder, and orchestration that previously required third-party solutions. Companies like Zapier, N8N, Make, and specialized AI operations platforms face existential pressure. However, Anthropic maintains an edge, with 32% enterprise LLM usage versus OpenAI's 25%, and Claude dominates coding with 42% market share compared to OpenAI's 21%. Yet OpenAI's 800 million weekly users provide unmatched distribution advantages that could tip enterprise decisions toward platform lock-in. Infrastructure partnership announcements sent partner stock prices soaring 20% plus, demonstrating the market power of OpenAI association. OpenAI's bold move to support third-party model evaluations in its platform signals confidence. We don't care which models you eval against. We're confident in ours.
What did Sam Altman have to say about OpenAI's priorities?
Sam Altman's comment that profitability is not in his top 10 concerns underscores the company remains in space of investment and growth mode, prioritizing ecosystem dominance over near-term margins. His quotes emphasized velocity and transformation throughout the event. Beyond what I mentioned earlier, he said voice is going to become one of the primary ways that people interact with AI. This aligns with their infrastructure scaling ambitions and the Jony Ive collaboration hinting at consumer hardware devices. The overall message was about moving fast and establishing dominance in the platform layer before worrying about monetization.
What's the deeper criticism beyond just being underwhelmed?
Every2 articulated the concern many developers felt, where is the vision and who is it for? Dev Day felt like we were looking backwards at what's been done. Compare that to Anthropic's new Thinking brand campaign, which seems to have a way to inspire people from all walks of life. I yearn for inspiration, a picture of the dream they're chasing. This critique suggests OpenAI successfully systematized AI deployment, but lost the inspirational narrative that made earlier events transformative. They've mastered the infrastructure for AI's future, but no longer surprise us with what AI can do. It's the difference between building the roads versus discovering new destinations. Both are valuable, but only one captures imagination.
Looking at everything together, what's your overall take on what this event represents?
OpenAI Dev Day 2025 marked the company's transition from model provider to comprehensive platform ecosystem, with implications extending beyond any single announcement. The strategic coherence impressed even skeptical observers. The full-stack approach from model APIs through development tools to end-user distribution creates powerful network effects. Yet the mixed reception reveals a fundamental tension. OpenAI has mastered systematizing AI deployment, but no longer surprises us with what AI can do. The company is building infrastructure for AI's future, rather than pushing the frontier of AI's capabilities. A mature strategy that wins markets, but inspires less wonder. Whether this consolidation phase precedes the next breakthrough or represents a permanent shift from revolution to evolution will define OpenAI's trajectory through 2026 and beyond. As one analyst put it, they've become the windows of AI, and that's both their greatest strength and their greatest limitation.
Yakov, thanks so much for breaking all this down. It's clear that OpenAI is making some bold strategic moves, even if they're not the headline-grabbing breakthroughs we've seen before.
Thanks for having me, Alex. It's been a pleasure discussing what's shaping up to be a pivotal moment in how AI gets built and deployed at scale.
We've explored Walmart's collaboration with OpenAI for enhanced shopping experiences and OpenAI's ambitious shift towards a comprehensive platform ecosystem. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends and colleagues so they can also stay updated on the latest news and gain powerful insights. Stay tuned for more updates.